It's Television 87. Let's jump into it. Footage has leaked of Diddy in court. Now, in this video we're about to watch, he pleads not guilty after his charges were read from the indictment, which included sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, obstruction of justice, and racketeering. So let's get into this video. And shout out to Media Takeout and Art of Dialogue.
I have in front of me an indictment containing the charges against you, and it has 3 counts. You are charged with racketeering, conspiracy, conspiring with whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. In addition, you are charged with sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. And the charge is that from at least in or about 2009 through in or about 2018 in this district and elsewhere, of recruiting, enticing, harboring, transporting, and maintaining a person, victim 1, and attempting, aiding and abetting, and willfully causing victim 1 to engage in commercial sex acts, knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that victim 1 was engaging in commercial sex acts as a result of force, fraud, and coercion. And count 3 from at least 2009 through and including around 2024 in this district and elsewhere, knowingly transporting an individual with the intent that the individual engage in prostitution, and attempting, aiding and abetting, and willfully causing the same. That is, transporting, aiding and abetting, willfully causing the transportation of female victims, commercial sex workers, in interstate and foreign commerce on multiple occasions with the intent that they engage in prostitution. Counsel, have you received a copy of the indictment?
I have not.
Okay. And have you reviewed it with your client?
I have not.
Okay. So, do you waive the public reading of the charges?
I do not.
Okay. And, Mr. Combs, are you prepared to enter into a plea to the indictment at this time?
Not guilty.
Okay. A plea of not guilty will be entered at the indictment at this time.
Not guilty.
Plea to the indictment at this time.
All right, so that was Diddy, officially not guilty. Of course, we heard this some time ago, but this is the video, the leaked video from the courtroom. I mean, I don't think we were expecting Diddy to say that he was guilty of any of this, but it's just interesting to actually see it, um, play out in real time like that. So drop your thoughts down below, and yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Now, before I let you guys go, another quick story I want to get into. Now, if you guys are familiar with the rapper Flo Milli, she was on Carisha Please, speaking of Diddy, she was on Carisha Please podcast with Young Miami, and she asked her, how she felt about, colorism and the impact that has on her career success. And this is what Flo Milli had to say.
How do you feel when people say that you're underrated because you're dark skinned?
I feel like it's kind of like it's different for me to digest because I feel like I made it so far, and like, coming from where I come from, like that where I am now is an accomplishment. So it was kind of like triggering a little bit to kind of get on the internet and be, ridiculed for that. And also like the whole like colorism thing was crazy because it's like I didn't really know. Like, of course I knew what it was subconsciously because, we always hear in music growing up and stuff. But like when I was 18, I actually like looked it up, like what is this? Because my mom, she's actually light skinned and she never like ever treated me different from my sister or anything. So I didn't really grow up like being ridiculed unless I was at school. I'm not gonna lie, in school definitely dealt with that. But
How do you feel?
like at home, like my mom loved me the same. So it was just like different once I got famous to like hear that and see that on the internet. It was definitely eye opening for sure. But, I think it's just like kind of brought down from slavery. That's my opinion. They made us think our skin color was an issue,
Yeah.
and that kind of taught our people to make it an issue.
Yeah.
That's just what I think.
Yeah.
And then, like, we didn't even understand it for real. We were
Right.
kids, and people, like, making little jokes and stuff, and they don't even understand. Like, we all went through this at one point, so.
Definitely did. We all went through that. And I think it just be people projecting. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you have done a lot, and I see you everywhere, and you are so successful. So how can you say that, like, I'm not supposed to be where I'm supposed to be? Like,
Right. It's
you ain't
crazy.
even where I'm at.
Right.
So how
That's
you
what
gonna-
literally, and that's why I was like, damn, is it just a thing? Like, y'all, like, making it a thing? Like, it was interesting to go through, but, like, at home, like, my
All right, so that's what Flo Milli had to say to to young Miami on Carisha, please, about that topic. Let me know what you guys think. Now, this comment section right here from the Shade Room, a lot of these comments that I'm seeing, they're saying like, hey, you know what? There is definitely some colorism because you have people like your Ice Spice and your lottos or whatever who are a little bit further along, and then you have Flo Milli over here. You know what I'm saying? So it is interesting, but drop your thoughts down below. But yes, Flo Milli is definitely successful. Never Lose Me is probably like her biggest hit. I think a lot of people found her on that song, especially the remix she had with Sis and Cardi. Like that was a big hit for her this year, in 2024. So shout out to Flo Milli. I think she's beautiful, and just continue to keep growing and doing your thing. Drop your thoughts down below on these two topics I brought to you guys. It's Television 87, and if you want to check out another video, I have one right here for you guys. Catch y'all in the next one.